Hi everybody, as promised, here I am. Not quite in the way I said that I would be, but things don't always go as planned. But I do feel like the most important part is continuing to push forward, despite the circumstance. And I believe that the day I had cause for a decent meditation, but before we get into that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Shakira. I go by Desire Irizarry on my social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram, all of them really. And for those who don't know, Desire is derived from my stage name because I am a writer, a poet, spoken word artist. And so that's where Desire began. It's actually an acronym: determined, enlightened, steadfast, intuitively inspired, rebellious, and eternal. I've come into that throughout the years, just a small little background on myself to help you understand. And a lot of people don't know that, most of you all know me now for doing hair because I do run a mobile beauty bar. I am a mobile a stylist in general, but right now I am mobile. And the name of my company is Designs by Desire. And a lot of people, I hear people mispronounce it all the time, Desiree, and I really don't get into it, but this is a good opportunity, I believe, to set the record straight. It is Desire, and it does have plenty meaning, but my name is Shakira. That's the name my mother gave me, and what most of you all know me by, having grown up in Atlantic City, and being as though this video is for my community. Primarily, it's for whoever it reaches and whoever can be influenced by it and take something from it. But it's intended for my community, my home. And so with that being said, I want to briefly explain why we're here. So as stated before, due to just the chaos that we've been experiencing lately as a community, the energy is pretty heavy around here, and I just wanted to offer a way out. You understand? I want to offer some relief, much needed peace, and what I believe to be an excellent start in the right direction towards healing and pulling the pieces together, so that we can create the happiness and the life that we deserve, So meditation, the reason why I chose to bring meditation to the table is because that's where I started, honestly. Like, when I began seeking peace for myself, when my life was most chaotic and I had nowhere to turn, and I had no answers, and I was depressed and anxious and confused and angry, you feel me? Like, when I began searching for answers and solutions to those issues, this is what I came across. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I came across, and I've come to understand and realize that meditation is the basis for most successful people. You know what I'm saying? Meditation simply is prayer. You understand? No matter what your religion is or cultural background, sitting in silence in an attempt to, with the intention of centering yourself, and getting in tune with self and learning self. I lost my train of thought, but I'm not gonna allow that to make me stop this fucking video. Like, why would I do that? I didn't mean to curse. But what if I was live? What would I do if I was live, right? So what I'm gonna do is keep fucking going. I did it again. So with that being said, here's what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let y'all know that this is who I am authentically. I curse, you know. I have plenty flaws. So, you know, and I'm not trying to present myself as someone who is perfect. Sometimes we overthink things, and a lot of times we do, and it keeps us from being useful to ourselves and to others around us. You understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna break down those barriers and those false expectations, you know, of perfection, and you know, what we think people should be like and how we think they should talk and carry themselves. All I can offer you is myself. Anybody who knows me and communicates with me regularly or to any extent know that I use profanity and I enjoy it, you know, just being honest. But that has nothing to do with what I'm trying to offer here, okay? I hope that you can accept me for who I am, and if you can't, this video isn't for you, you know. I am not for you, and that is okay. That is okay. You know, I pray that you find someone that's on your frequency, a vibe that suits you. But for those of y'all who still with me, allow me to continue. So, yeah, we're here because, I mean, you know, what meditation has done for me and many successful people is help us to center ourselves, to get in touch with self. And that is the most important thing, because those are where the answers are, you know. So some of the benefits of meditation, overall, the general benefit of meditation is peace. You know, for me personally, I needed quiet in my mind. You understand? I couldn't sleep at night. You know, my thoughts were constantly racing. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I couldn't tell my left from my right. I didn't know whether I was coming or I was going, literally. You know what I'm saying? And I was on the edge. You feel me? And so I learned that meditation quiets the mind. And I desperately needed that. You know, the practice of meditation quiets the mind, because trust and believe, when you first begin to meditate, it's nothing quiet, you know what I'm saying, about it, but it's the practice of, you know, and it's not about getting to the, because guess what, it's never going to be completely quiet. And if it is, if it is a point where meditation brings your mind to complete silence, I definitely have not gotten to that point yet. But what I can say is I've learned how to quiet it, you know, and become still enough to observe my thoughts, you know, and differentiate my thoughts from, you know, outside forces and influences that cause us to act off an impulse and make wrong decisions, or not wrong decisions, but decisions that don't always serve us in the best ways. And that's why meditation is important, because when you practice silence in your mind, you teach yourself how to slow your thought patterns down, so that way you can stop bad habits, bad patterns of thinking and moving, and you understand what reacting. You understand, you begin to be able to have more control over your life and your emotions. And that was a big thing for me, you know, as a female, just being honest, and especially as, you know, a Cancer, we're known to be extremely emotional, you know, and that I am, you understand. And at one point in time, that seemed to be my biggest issue, but at this point is standing to be my greatest attribute. But it's only because I am gaining control, I am learning my triggers, and you understand, I'm learning my emotions and how to dictate my emotions as opposed to allowing them to dictate me. And meditation has helped tremendously with that. Okay, and also what I've learned is that when you set intentions with meditation, you know, when you meditate with a purpose, you understand, that's how you manifest. Period. You understand? Like when you bring your desires to silence, to stillness, solitude, you know, that is the place where the unseen becomes seen. You know what I'm saying? That is the grid of creation, honestly. In that silence is where everything is made. I promise you. And you ain't got to take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? Do your own research. You feel me? Go on your own journey. You will learn these things as you go. You feel me? As a matter of fact, don't take my word for it. I would advise you not to take my word for it. But I would advise you to try. You understand? I would advise you to attempt to learn, you know, and that's why I'm here. So I can help you take the first step and, you know, set intentions for, you know, your growth in this, that it may bring you peace and abundance, you know, prosperity, love, happiness, you feel me? Togetherness, like things that we really need and want, you know, as opposed to all this chaos we got going on, you feel me? So, let's see what we're gonna do next. All right, so, I told you who I am. I told you what we're doing here. I told you why we're doing it, because of all the chaos going on. I told you why I did it, because of all the chaos going on in my life and what it's done for me. It's brought me peace, and it honestly was the starting point to really finding out who I am. You feel me? Honestly, if that means anything to you, and something in me tells me that it does, and if it doesn't, it should. You understand? But you know, a lot of us, that is the journey for a lot of us. That's what a lot of us are really trying to understand, whether we want to admit it or not. We're trying to understand ourselves. You feel me? How to work ourselves, like how to heal ourselves, like what's really going on with us. You feel me? So that we can get ahead. And if you're not, like 9 times out of 10, you're pretty stagnant and not evolving and moving forward. You feel me? We traumatized as a people in general. You understand? So when you are attempting to elevate naturally, you're going to come across obstacles and hurdles, roadblocks, because things were set up that way. But there is a way out, you feel me? There are alternatives, and this is one of them. All right, so before we actually get into the meditation, because what we're going to do today is just a quick 5-minute meditation. So I could just show you how it's done, how simple it is. You feel me? And again, I am not a master at this. You understand? I'm still on a journey, but I can offer you what I know. You understand? So we're going to do a 5-minute meditation. As you can hear, hopefully, I have meditation music playing in the background. Now, I got this. Currently, I'm on YouTube. All right. So my favorite meditation station, or like channel rather, on YouTube is Meditative Mind. You know, so you can subscribe to that. They're constantly dropping videos, different videos, with like different meditation music, depending on what you're into. If you're not, acquainted with it, which if you're watching this video, you're probably not, get a feel for it. You know, look around. I personally like to browse through the different hertz, you know. So what I mean by that is like different videos or different meditation songs have a different frequency, because what frequency does is alter vibration, vibes. That's where you get the word vibe from. Like, everything is a vibe. So what a frequency does is it alters your vibration, and that's how you exist as a person. Your cells are vibrating at such a high level until it creates existence. You feel me? In a nutshell. So by listening to different hertz, manipulating frequencies, you can also manipulate feelings and emotions in your body, And so listed here are the several different hertz, of frequency that you can go through that give you different effects. Like right now, we're listening to 888 hertz, and it supposedly promotes, it's an angelic frequency, and it promotes boundless abundance. To be quite honest, I don't know how accurate it is or isn't, but what I will say is that it makes me feel good. It calms me. I always find something that suits me, and puts me in that mood. That's what finding your zen is. So what you want to do in meditation is, create a space for yourself, a quiet space, ideally, when you're meditating. It's best to be alone, especially when you're beginning, and you want it to be as quiet as possible. I like to play meditation music because it kind of breaks the silence a little bit and helps me to relax, because it's like when it's too silent, I'm hearing all types of nonsense I shouldn't even be listening to. You know what I'm saying? So the music kind of allows me to not be listening, to who knows, like dust flying by, because I just get distracted easily, is what I'm saying. All right. So yeah, you want to go be in a quiet room or quiet space. Honestly, when I didn't have my own space, like I didn't have my own home, I would meditate in my car. I spent a lot of time in my car by myself because that was the only place that I can get quiet. But I made sure that I got it. You know what I'm saying? And before I had a car, I would go up on the beach, and I just thank God for growth because sometimes, I would have to go up there dead winter, because in my mind that was the only place that I could get peace and I could get quiet. Cold as shit, but I needed to get away. I needed to, get a moment to myself. It's important. You feel me? So hopefully there is a space that you can find that is comfortable and quiet for you. And if you would like, you could play meditation music from your phone or computer, or whatever. What I like to do also to set the tone and the atmosphere is to either light my sage, which I have some here, and I would like to clarify, while I have the opportunity, what sage is and what it does. Well, obviously it's a plant, and it's pretty popular now, but a lot of people aren't really clear on what it does, and it's like taboo almost, especially for religious people, because God needs no assistant, and I am a firm believer in the one and only true and living God, and I do believe that God needs no assistance, no helpers. But what I also know is God created us just like God created the earth, and God created us and the earth to work together. You understand? God created us and the earth to be self-healing. You understand? And God put things on the earth to heal us, and put us on the earth to heal the earth. So when you're sick, you just don't die from an ailment, you go to get medicine. God has placed medicine on this earth for not only our bodies, but our atmosphere and anything else that we may need to help us have the best experience possible. So on a basic scientific level, what sage does is cleanse the air. Like, it basically kills the bacteria in the air, period. You feel me? So, on a basic level, you know what I'm saying? It's, a good thing to do while prepping the space, clearing the air literally to prepare you to clear your mental space. On a spiritual level, it rids the atmosphere of negative energy, and it's ideal when lighting sage to be by an open window or open door, screen door, whatever the case may be, just to, allow whatever energies may be present that are not welcome or don't need to be, have a safe place to exit. But you don't have to take it that far. This only goes as far as your belief. You understand what I'm saying? Life is what you make it. Simple as that. But on a lighter note, if you're not into the sage at all, because it does have a very distinct and strong smell, light an incense. I love incense, and that's what I'm gonna light right now. Oh shoot. As opposed to the sage. I'm gonna light an incense. Got this right from Cedar on Baltic in Indiana. They got the good variety. When I just went in there, it was a little corny. We were running out, but they got the throwback incense, the ones we grew up on. It's nostalgic for me. I grew up in the Mass Jig, so always takes me there. But yeah, light an incense, sage, a candle, whatever helps you to create a calm environment for yourself. Now, when I meditate, I like to have my stones present. For those who follow me regularly, you've seen me, purchase them, bust them out. I post them on my story. I'm into gemstones. Well, yeah, they go by many different names, but so here's the thing with the stones. The same thing applies as with the sage, to each his own, but I believe that the Creator placed things on this earth to heal us, and we are to heal the earth. Okay, so this is straight from the earth, just like this. Of course, well, it don't come like this. They tumble them and make them all soft and shiny or whatever. This isn't raw, but these stones come from the earth, this color, and they hold excellent energy. And for me, these are the stones that I'm currently using for healing. What meditation does as well, what it's doing is working with your esoteric body. So what your esoteric body is, your energy field. You have a physical body, you feel me, and you have what we've grown to know as a spiritual body, but another word for that is the esoteric body, because you have energy, layers of energy outside of you. That's why you feel things. That's a vibe. The vibration hits that esoteric body before it hits your physical body. You feel me? That's how you would ever be able to feel me, through that esoteric body. So when dealing with that, your energetic body, you also have like energy centers within your body. You know what I'm saying? As you get deeper into this, if you choose to, you'll understand they're called chakras. Okay, and the more in tune and in touch you get with your energy centers and learn how to heal them and understand them, the greater and the more efficient you will become as a human being, honestly, like mentally, physically, and spiritually. You feel me? So bringing it back to the stones, they assist greatly with chakra alignment and just that healing process. So that's what I use them for and what I have here with me. Today is red carnelian, which works with the sacral chakra, and rose quartz, which works with your heart chakra. So this is what I've been working with lately and what I will be holding with me during this meditation. So, okay, we're getting ready to get into it. It's a 5-minute meditation, like I said, but before we get into it, which is going to be a guided meditation. So what a guided meditation is, because there are many different types of meditations, and this isn't the only video that I'm going to make. Yeah, there'll be more coming. I'll get into detail, but about the other types of meditations that there are. But this is basic. This is what I do. I actually, my daily meditation is really like 20 minutes to a half an hour, but I'm just doing a 5-minute meditation. Oh, so what I was saying was the guided meditation. So it's different types of meditation, but the guided meditation is basically when you're listening to some type of instructor or just someone guiding you through the meditation. Is that type of meditation is primarily for beginners, or not necessarily. Sometimes you want someone to help to place things into your silence. Of course, you want to know what they'll be placing into your silence beforehand. But of course, you need to trust your guide, but guided meditations are excellent for those who are just beginning, and very useful for anyone who is setting intentions. So this will be a guided meditation, meaning I will talk you through it, letting you know what you should be doing and kind of helping you to focus on what you should be focusing on, and talking you through your breathing and helping you understand what you should be doing during the meditation. And as I was saying before we get started, I want to go through the intentions that we will be setting. And I set intentions every time I meditate. The reason being is when you meditate, you are clearing out. You understand? When you are clearing out, you want to, it's not enough just to clear out. You have to be ready to put something in its place. Otherwise, it'll just be wide open for anything to be put in this place. And that's not the goal here. The goal here is to make progress and move forward, to reprogram and rewire ourselves to be more efficient and more present. You know what I'm saying? In self, and more aware of self. So we don't just want to be empty and open for whoever and whatever to drop anything into our spirit, into our esoteric bodies, and it ain't gonna be good. So it's important to set intentions when you meditate. Know what you're going in for, you know what I'm saying? And so when I do my morning meditation, my intentions for my morning meditation is to set the tone for my day. The intention for my morning meditation is to be useful, to be a light, to be focused, and to take the path of least resistance primarily. You understand what I'm saying? And just for example, at night my meditation may be to through my dreams understand what it is that I'm missing and I need to work on, or it may be, my intention for my nightly meditation may be just to get a good night's rest, to sleep deeply. But when you speak something like, this is what I intend to do, this is what I want, You understand? You are setting your mind, your body, and your spirit to go into that. You know, life and death lies within, you know, the power of life and death lies within the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? And it really does, though. It really does. Everything that is was first spoken, you know, before it came to be. So speaking things into existence is real and it is necessary. So with every meditation, I suggest that you set intentions, and the intention for this meditation in particular, or just, you know, me wanting to help anyone learn how to meditate, is because of the chaos that we've been experiencing as a community. You know, it started with the gun violence, but like I said, over time, you know, for one reason or another, people just seem to be either checking out of here or really going through a hard time. You feel me? So, like, the intention for this 5-minute meditation for me is to, number one, you know, create a space for you and I. You know, my intention is to give you what I know, to offer to you what has been given to me and been such a great help and a relief to me. Honestly, like, doing this is causing me to step out of my comfort zone big time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pushing through it, and you know, because I have intentions on serving my community, and I'm serious when I say that. So those are my that's one of my intentions for this meditation. And another one is to, you know, release a vibration of peace and progress in this city, especially amongst our youth, you know, because I'm not really here to try to figure out what's wrong or, you know, what the issue is, or we could go back and forth for forever about why. The real question is, what are we going to do? You understand? And so, the way I see it, these babies need to choose life for themselves. So my intentions are to release, you know, energy of peace and progress. You understand? Mental peace and stability, and a thirst and a hunger for progress, you know, and elevation. Because I believe by setting those intentions, it will spark something in the minds and the hearts of our youth that'll cause them to be led to their destiny as opposed to their grave. You know, and also, lastly, my intentions for this meditation is to bring about spiritual awareness in a way that we haven't known it, you know, before, up until current times, you know, because we were brought up to be caught up in religion. You understand? And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way at all. You understand? I too come from a religious background, and it has brought me to where I am today in my spirituality. I can never and will never discredit and disqualify or discount that, or try to deter anyone from their religion or path. You understand? But what I'm saying is, we need something that we can all come together on and agree on, because I feel like as a community, we've been left hanging spiritually, because had we not been left hanging spiritually, we would know what to do right now. We would know how to get the peace that we need. We wouldn't be suffering so massively. You know, it wouldn't be the majority it was not always like this. You feel me? There were always problems. There were always issues. But there was a certain level of control, and you understand it was structure. You feel me? We are losing a grip because, in my opinion, we're losing ourselves spiritually. And it's hard for us to get a grip because we're looking for answers in a ways that we've looked for them for generations. You understand what I'm saying? And we ain't getting the answers that we need. You feel me? So we need to look to ourselves and trust the God within us before we trust the God within anybody else. Because what I can promise you through experience, from experience, seeking God through yourself is going to bring you exactly to where you need to be, to where God wants you to be. You understand? Knowledge of self is everything, so my intentions are to bring everyone, no matter where you come from, no matter how old you are, no matter how you were brought up, to knowledge of self, spiritual self. So that way, no matter what you believe in, you can be strengthened in that and properly anchored and able to grow and heal and blossom. So let's get into it now that the intentions are set. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why, because I've never done it before, but we're going to do this together. Now that the intentions are set, I'm going to start the timer and we will begin. So what I want you to do is just close your eyes and relax. Ideally, you want to be sitting up in a comfortable position. You may lie down if that's more comfortable for you, but you don't want to put yourself in a position to fall asleep, just to be extremely relaxed. You'll begin by breathing in through your nostrils, inhaling as deeply as you possibly can, slowly and at a steady pace, and then exhaling, still at a steady pace, and pushing out all the air that is in your lungs and diaphragm. Now when you inhale this time, I want you to try to inhale even deeper and fill your diaphragm. Fill your diaphragm as if there was a balloon expanding in the center of your body and your core. And once your diaphragm is filled, allow your chest to be filled with air as well. And then exhale through your nose, making sure to push out all the air that you just inhaled. Allow a calmness to come over you. And release your thoughts one by one. Just allow them to drift by you. Don't hold on to them. Don't try to control them. Just observe them. Continue to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. When you inhale, imagine a cleansing breath of air flushing your entire body, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. And then exhaling the polluted negative energy that you may be holding on to. Again, inhale through your nose, allowing a cleansing breath to brush through you, starting at the crown of your head, past your shoulders, down your arms and fingers, down your core, your legs, your feet, back up and out through your nose, releasing all the tension and negativity you may be holding. You may find it useful to inhale positive, abundant thoughts and feelings, and exhale, releasing tension, stress, trauma. Inhale, peace, love, abundance, and joy. And exhale, worry, pain, stress. You can gently open your eyes as if you may have noticed the timer is going off and 5 minutes is up already. And that's crazy because I guess I really was getting into it. I didn't think that. I'm like, I wasn't overthinking. I was getting into it. And at first when I'm starting, I'm like, oh boy, I don't know, how this 5 minutes is going to go. I've practiced before, but I said I was going to come authentic. I wasn't about to be coming like, I've been doing this for years, or guru. I'm coming real, like you're my friend, and this is what I do and do what I do, And that time flew by. I didn't even, that was quick, But that, in a nutshell, is meditation, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not supposed to be. The last thing I want you to do is judge your meditation, judge yourself. Don't worry if you're doing it. If you're doing it wrong. You can't. There's no possible way you can do it wrong. As long as you are sitting there after setting intentions, silent, everything else will follow, I promise. Allow your thoughts to drift from you. And when you catch yourself, going into a train of thought that doesn't serve you, bring yourself back. That's called bringing yourself back to the present moment. And what it does is it teaches you how to do that in everyday life and in everyday situations. So that when you're getting ready to get caught in a moment of rage, or, sadness even, you understand an emotional response, or reaction, you'll be able to slow your thoughts down and realize and observe and maybe make a better decision and give a better reaction to create a better result for yourself. That's the goal. The goal is to create peace by settling your mind. And the breathing is essential. It really is, because honestly, we were created to self-heal. And what we aren't taught is that by simply breathing correctly and steadily, you begin to heal yourself, beginning with the cells even in your brain. Meditation in the morning will change your life because you're feeding yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, in a way that was made for you, simply by breathing, showing appreciation for the most simplest of actions, sitting in silence and breathing. I hope that you were able to follow me and learn something. I hope that you meditated with me and that it was beneficial to you. Again, I apologize for not being able to come the way I said that I would, but I hope that you can accept what I did bring, what I do have to offer. And I hope you'll meet me here again. Hopefully, next time everything will be going according to plan and we can go live. But either way, I will definitely see you all again soon. Take care of yourself and play this video back as much as you need to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll just make another video again soon, to walk you through another meditation. Or maybe we'll meditate together, maybe for 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. But I thank you for watching, for joining me. I hope that you got out of this everything that was intended for you. And I thank you for just existing and giving me a purpose. Seriously. This wasn't the easiest thing for me. So for anyone that may be watching this video and you know that there's something that you should be offering, working on, and doing, and you're procrastinating and doubting yourself, just push through. Just push through. The world needs you and is waiting on you. Don't discount yourself. And I'm glad that you all can take this journey with me because it's far from over. I'm far from finished. Actually, just beginning. And, I want to be as transparent as possible so that I may not only heal myself, but the people that I care about around me. So y'all take care, and I will see y'all again soon.